Lloyd Rogers.
What'd he do?
Rape and assault 7 years ago. We got him in the pokey.
All right, 2 minutes, we'll take him.
So, you're out of the smoke?
Guess it got around? Baldwin find out he around?
He knows. Him and Madavoy caught a DOA.
Okay, well, for everyone here, I did not back out.
You were pulled. I heard from Captain Kelly.
But there is some other chatter going on.
All right, enough of this.
You got a minute?
We got this guy in a pokey.
Hey, when you're off the phone, we're in the call room.
Yeah, this is Clark up in the squad. Is Laughlin down there? No, just tell him to come up when he gets in.
So, flights?
Yeah. I did some research online, which I think I'll pass on, but as far as booking a flight for myself, Andy, I don't think I should.
What are you talking about?
Well, I'm getting a sense you're embarrassed by having me come to Florida.
No.
You won't talk about it, and then when I try to, you hush me in front of people who already know.
I just don't think we need to broadcast it. You know, gossip is like a sport around here.
Well, you realize if we take the same vacation time, people are going to figure it out.
That doesn't have to be the case.
Andy, I'm just getting a strong sense this isn't a great idea.
If you backed out, I don't think you understand how disappointed Theo would be.
The minute Theo steps on his first airplane, he'll forget I'm not there.
No, he talks about you all the time, the rides he wants to take you on.
Theo's only part of the reason I agreed to go.
Look, you gotta know it's got nothing to do with being embarrassed. A guy'd be nuts to be embarrassed being with you. It's just that... it's more complicated than that.
Well, I don't want to complicate things for you.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll see you in the pokey?
Yeah, I'll be right in there. Look, Connie.
It's off and it's fine. Go talk to your suspect.
Thanks, Hank.
You got it. So?
How are you this morning, Lloyd?
Isn't that my business?
Hey, you're a registered sex offender, aren't you, Lloyd?
That's what I've been told.
Well, you are. So your business is ours, too.
I was home, reading.
Anyone with you?
No.
You step out for air at all?
No.
You didn't happen by any alley on Avenue D?
I was reading.
What if we said there was someone who saw you near that alley this morning, Lloyd?
Look, if you were near the alley, it's okay. As far as we know, it's not a crime being by an alley.
I was home reading.
The rape you got locked up for? Tell us about that.
It wasn't rape. She wanted it. Then she lied.
She wanted you to do her face down in the trunk of your car and then break her arm in 2 places?
She wanted it rough. Then when it went that way, she couldn't figure out how to explain it.
Is that what happened in the alley this morning?
I wasn't near any alley.
Explain the witness.
It wasn't me.
Oh, you must have liked doing time, because lying like this is how you add on years you don't need to do.
Which could be 0, Lloyd. Tell us what happened, how it was rough, like she wanted. We'll talk to her, and then maybe she comes off of it.
I didn't do any, girl. I was home.
Your last chance, Lloyd.
I'm clean. I got a clean body and a clean mind. I work. And when I don't work, I read my Bible and I drink water, so I stay clean.
And when you're not clean, is that when you confuse rough sex with rape?
I am clean.
You're still sticking around. Get comfortable.
DOA's in the front seat, shot in the head.
Who found them?
Name's Ben Terrell. Owns a printing company across the street.
I got the body.
Hey, Mr. Terrell, you found him?
Yes,
What made you look in the car?
I admit I was going to do something to it, and then there he was, and I said, whoa.
Why were you going to do something wrong to the car?
It's in my spot.
How long has it been in your spot?
Since this morning, and all these spots are assigned. I couldn't just take someone else's, so...
So you were going to key his car?
No, just spread some... matter. Dog matter.
The turd. Yeah, I'm glad you did. You recognize him?
No.
Yeah, we'll stay here.
ID says Frederick Escalante, MD, and he's got a business card. Says president of a company called Mangrove.
Hey, you ever heard of a Dr. Frederick Escalante or a company called Mangrove?
No.
Yeah, big help, no address on the car, just the name and phone number.
Just south.
So is it true? Clark's not fighting on account of it being at his time of the month?
I wouldn't go call Clark before I were here.
Just repeating what I hear?
Hey, why don't you put your mind to better use and go ask the lot attendant if he knows when his car came in?
John better nip this, or it's going to be on it forever. I've seen stuff like this follow a guy his whole career.
Yeah, me too.
The DOA, Escalante? It's not an MD. At least not in New York. You got a sheet? A credit card fraud from 5 years ago, receiving property he claimed he never got. Identity theft, nickel and dime store.
Connie Rita, get an address off his license plate.
Apartment on 73rd and Lex. Not bad. A woman answered when they called. Jennifer Prince. They're bringing her in. Okie doke. We kicking your suspect, Rogers?
Yeah. The serologist called on our victim's rape kit. There's a DNA match on a guy who pled out on a rape collar, Kevin Healy.
Is he out?
He didn't do time. BCI says he pled to a criminal trespass charge.
How do you sell that?
Victim was his wife. We got him living on Rivington.
Get him in.
What I asked him did that.
I don't see anyone.
Scurried away like a rat.
Don't let it get to you.
Yeah, right. We got a case to work.
You talked to Laughlin yet?
No, he's still on patrol. All right, we going?
So, Jennifer, have a seat. You live with Dr. Escalante?
Yeah, sort of. He do something wrong? His name came up in a case. What sort of mean? I'm staying with him until I find a place. But don't think I'm banging him for it. That's by choice.
So, when's the last time you saw him?
When he left this morning?
For work, selling mangrove?
Yeah.
What exactly is mangrove?
An elongation unguent guaranteed to add inches and girth. Penis enlargement cream.
Snake oil.
We say up front it's not clinically proven.
So you're involved in the company.
I'm a spokesmodel at the trade shows. And when we get on home shopping, Freddie says I'll do the presenting. Freddie, make any enemies from selling this cream? We've had complaints, but enemies?
What kind of complaints?
I just overheard his side of the phone calls. Were the conversations pretty heated? I guess.
To the point where you thought someone might come after Freddie?
What kind of case did his name come up in?
Homicide investigation.
Meaning what? He's dead. He was found this morning. Sorry. Oh. Oh, God. Did he ever mention the name of who's making the complaints? No. God. Who else is in his life? His business partner, Joey Gonzalez. They're old friends from El Salvador, San Salvador or something. Awful.
Where can we find him?
Knew it was too good to be true.
Sit down, Kevin.
I got some stuff to do before work, so what's up?
What kind of work you do?
Firefighter.
Who are you with?
Ladder 63?
Avenue A. You lost some guys on 9/11.
Yeah.
You got work this morning?
Off till tonight?
You know, we're near the firehouse this morning, maybe near 1st and D.
No, I was home all morning. Why?
You know the alley on 1st and D? There's a bodega block down. You didn't happen by there at all this morning?
I said I was home. Why? What's up?
A few years back, you took a collar for rape. Is that right?
Yeah, but it wasn't rape. I got in a shouting match with my now ex-wife. She's a drunk. She always had some beef. She blew it up just to break my ass.
Why'd you confess?
Now, wait a minute. I never confessed to rape. On the advice of my attorney, I took a plea to an attempted criminal trespass charge.
Why plead if you didn't do anything?
I was in the middle of a nasty divorce. I just wanted it over with. I was on the list for the fire department, which had been dropped off had I gone to trial and been convicted. And my lawyer told me that seeing it was a he said, she said, there was a chance I could actually lose. So I took a garbage plea just to make it go away. What writes this up?
We're gonna level with you, Kevin. There was a rape this morning in the alley on Avenue D, and your DNA showed up in the victim's rape kit.
What are you talking about? What DNA?
Your ex had a rape kit done after the alleged rape, and your DNA was in it. It matches with the girl from this morning.
No, that's not possible.
Maybe this girl's telling stories like your ex-wife did. If that's the case, you tell us what happened.
I don't know anything about any girl.
And explain your DNA in a rape kit.
It's not mine. I don't know. It's a mistake.
No, that don't work, Kevin.
Hey, how is my DNA in my ex-wife's kit if I didn't have sex with her for 6 months prior to that arrest? Explain that.
Prove you didn't have sex.
Ask my ex. I never even gave a DNA sample. I just took the plea.
You didn't give a DNA sample.
No,
Then what was in your ex-wife's rape kit?
I have no idea.
Healy, do you want our help or you want to keep dancing around in circles?
I didn't do a rape. Not now, not then, never.
We generally take folks' word for it around here, but we'll need to check this out. Get in a cage.
You're kidding. You gotta be kidding.
Come on.
Kevin Healy, a collar?
Yeah.
You bringing Hagwood in?
Healy put up a good fight in the room.
What'd you expect?
That, but
We're talking a DNA match. How's it not him?
It's gotta be.
it's just the everything we got, he got an answer for.
So he's a good talk.
But it don't seem like an act. I mean, he's too straight and narrow.
I'm on my way to meet the chief for these. He's gonna want to know where we are on this.
We're putting it through its paces.
We'll get the victim to view a photo array and recanvass for witnesses, and then he goes into the system.
Get rolling.
Mr. Gonzalez.
Who's there? Please, open up, please. What's going on?
Open up and we'll tell you.
It's a deadbolt. I gotta get the key.
The sooner the better.
He's going for the window.
What the hell are you doing?
Don't hurt me, please.
Shut up.
You're really cops? That's what we said. There's been a lot of break-ins around here. A couple of days ago, an old lady got beat to death down the block.
Yeah, well, must have been hushed up because this is our precinct and we didn't hear anything about it.
Well, maybe somebody lied to me. Where were you this morning, Joey? I was here. When's the last time you saw your partner, Freddie? Last night, I guess. Why, what's up with him? We found him dead in his car this morning. No way.
You own a gun, Joey?
No. We got a witness who saw somebody matching your description pop Freddie this morning. And that witness is down at our station house waiting to view a lineup. What? I didn't kill him. He was like my brother.
Yeah, why'd you go for the window when you saw us? And don't say break-ins again.
Can you give me a minute? I know Freddie for 20 years. We grew up together in Nicaragua. And if you want proof, here to talk to the distributor. I was bawling him out all morning.
And who'd want to say him dead? Because we heard he'd be getting complaints on your product.
Nobody complains about Green Man. Stuff don't work, they throw it away. Then who? Look, I want you to find who killed Freddie. But you got to be willing to let the past be the past. Depends on your honesty. Freddie was sort of an MD in Nicaragua. But he lost his license and he was going to be arrested, so we left. We came here, opened this little shop. Cosmetic surgery for Latinos.
Yeah, back alley unlicensed.
There were some complaints with that. There still are. That's why I went for the window.
Names.
Man, I gotta check the records.
Go ahead. Don't need it.
See the rape victim?
She couldn't make a positive ID.
She say it definitely wasn't Healy?
She wouldn't rule him out. Said it could have been him.
Go back at him. See, does he go the second time around?
We get any callbacks from Healy's ex-wife?
No calls.
Where is everybody?
At the Mangrove offices, going through medical records.
Who's in the coffee room?
I don't know. Door was open when I left a minute ago. Oh.
What?
I think it's one of the uniform officers' idea of a joke.
Where you going, Clark?
Just want to talk to him.
Here you go. I understand there's a new squad pet. Got a minute, Lawful? Hey, if you're looking for recipes, I'm a barbecue guy myself. Just a minute alone. You bet.
You got some balls humiliating me in front of my squad.
I think you brought it upon yourself.
Oh, you know damn well I didn't back out of this fight.
Do I?
Yeah, you know it, and to prove it to you, I'm challenging you anywhere, anytime.
So now you set me up for some kind of ambush?
You choose it, anywhere, anytime.
What's going on?
We're gonna have to settle this.
Yeah.
What's going on?
You're getting a second chance to help yourself. Sit.
You guys been doing all this time? Let me stew?
We were out checking your store. You sure you were in all morning?
Yeah.
We got a witness saw you leaving the building.
I went and got the paper. I was out 10 minutes.
We also talked to the rape victim. She saw your photo.
And?
What do you think?
She's wrong. No way!
Kevin, you ever do things that you don't want to? Things you have no control over?
Come on, what are you doing to me?
Trying to keep you from doing a full bit.
I didn't rape anybody.
You married?
6 months.
You want your wife seeing this all over the papers? Talk to us. We'll see that doesn't happen.
Oh, my God. Would you please just check the DNA again?
That's your lawyer's job.
It's gonna ruin my life.
We got a raped and beat girl to think about. What's it gonna be?
I don't believe this. I can't believe you're doing this to me.
Come on. We got a cell for you downstairs.
Come on.
So, Antonio, you prefer being called Falana? Mm-hmm. Is that after Lola?
I like her style. I try to emulate it.
Is that why you went to see Dr. Escalante? Maybe try to look like her, too?
I suppose.
And how was your experience with the doctor?
Fine.
You didn't voice any complaints to him?
So why am I here?
The doctor was found murdered this morning.
And you're looking at me for it? I couldn't kill a bug.
And we're talking to anyone who had trouble with the doctor, just to get an overview of what kind of operation he ran.
I admit my experience was disappointing. He's a hack.
Did you call him on it?
I called his office to get my money back. And I did that until the phone went out of order, and then I dropped it. I moved on.
What kind of work did you go to the doctor for?
Breast implants.
And what happened with the implants?
I went into septic shock on account of the implants were phony. Foam rubber and plastic wrap. No joke. End result, 3 subsequent surgeries, which I don't know how I'm going to pay for. You know what, let me show you something.
You don't have to do that.
Oh, big bad detective, afraid of some scars? He's a hack. Or was if somebody killed him.
Where were you this morning around 7 a.m.?
At my home.
Can anyone confirm that?
My cats. And the super. He fixed my toilet finally. Look, I didn't kill the doctor, if that's what you're asking. He took a little edge off my glamour, but I got glamour to spare. Now, there I go.
You reachable?
Vaughn is always reachable.
Sit down, Clark. Way I hear it, next step for you two is squaring off at 10 paces.
Captain, we kid around. People misconstrue it.
Right. I mean, the squad thinks they're better than everyone else, so you gotta break their balls a bit.
Sometimes these guys make Keystone cops look competent, so we do it back. But personally, though, me and Laughlin got nothing against each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this was never about anything more than who's got the better skills.
Which he knows I do, but he insists I prove it.
I love this guy. He kills me.
And why do I sense a snow job?
Captain, we've been working hard for this. We just want to get into the ring.
Clean and fair.
Boys, this isn't about who's got the bigger Johnson. It's a charity event.
We got it.
Start acting like it.
Lights on?
It's on. Go back to work.
Thanks for coming in, Miss Healy. See, some coffee? We got some questions to ask about your ex-husband.
Kevin? What about him?
You had him arrested for rape 2 years ago?
Yeah.
You have any contact with him since?
No.
You remarried? Boyfriend?
Neither. I thought we were talking about him.
Tell us what took place with you and Kevin the night you had him arrested.
Came in, wouldn't leave. He raped me and then left.
Then you went to the hospital for the rape kit, and that's where they got his DNA?
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you let him off with the criminal trespass play?
Wanted to get on with my life.
Before the incident, were things between you and Kevin particularly bad?
It was bad.
So much so that you might have said things about him that were embellished?
Like lying.
Like he said things that upset you, you said things to get back at him.
Trying to get me in trouble for something.
Only way you're in trouble is if you're lying now about that original incident being a rape when it wasn't. Then you're on the hook for perjury.
Hey, I was the victim. Why are you picking on me?
The DNA from your rape kit 2 years ago matches the DNA from a brutal rape this morning. Based on that evidence, your ex-husband's a collar, which we're willing to stick by if it's all accurate. The thing is, once he goes to trial, his DNA is going to get retested against the girl this morning. And if it's not a match, then we'll know you were lying and you're the collar.
You gotta be kidding.
No, nobody's kidding here, Eileen. If we find out that you're lying, we're going to press for jail time. Or cop to it now and you walk out the door.
I never would have stuck to it if you hadn't pled out. I mean, he got criminal trespass. That's like a parking ticket.
You're saying Kevin never raped you?
We were going through a bad divorce.
Whose DNA was in your rape kit?
The guy I was seeing.
What's his name?
Daryl Marquette.
Write down where we can find him.
I'm sorry, but the desk sergeant said you need to come downstairs right away.
Right.
Something bad happened to your rape suspect.
Keep her company.
Look out.
Move it.
What happened? You must see something on his belt.
Are you all right, Ely? Come on, get up.
Leave me alone.
Let's go.
Leave me alone.
Anyone calling EMS?
We're gonna take him out in a radio car. He never said he was a suicide threat.
We didn't know. Move! Give him some room!
Oh, man.
Excuse me, Daryl Marquette? What is it?
Come on, we need to ask you some questions.
I gotta go to work.
Let's go, Daryl. You're coming in.
No. Hey, come on. Get off! Quit standing around! Come on, what is it? What?
Just want to have a little chat and you turn it into a whole big thing.
I didn't do anything.
Son of a bitch. Let's go.
Here we are again.
There's a few things we need you to clear for us, Falana. Shouldn't take long.
Good. Can you tell us what exactly a sexual reorientation procedure is?
My best guess is sex change.
Your best guess meaning that didn't have anything to do with why you went to see Dr. Escalante?
You know, working co-check in a tranny club may not be work to you, but it pays my bills and I can't be late.
We looked through Dr. Escalante's records and found a bill indicating that you paid $10,000 for that procedure.
And we're not too versed on the subject, Falana, but a sex change for 10 grand seems awful cheap.
You pay what you can afford, you know what I mean?
How'd it turn out?
That's a private issue.
We'll assume not well.
Who cares?
You said that you never contacted Dr. Escalante after their phones were shut off. Is that the truth?
Yeah.
Oh, so you never called him from the payphone in the lobby of your building? Because in the last month, there's 19 calls to his cell from that payphone.
Well, that don't mean nothing.
You want a gun, Falana? You have a reason to fire one this morning?
Of course not.
We're going to make you submit to a paraffin test, and that'll prove you fired a gun.
Put that and the calls and a botched surgery together with the 3 letters we found in his files, threatening to blow his brains out if he didn't refund you your medical bills. It starts to mean something.
Well, you got a story to tell here, Falana. If it doesn't get heard, it'll cost you years in jail. You got no business doing.
You know that movie, Hedwig? And his angry inch? Well, that son of a bitch Escalante barely left me with a pissed-off centimeter.
He carved you up pretty good.
You know those scars that I showed you? Imagine 20 times worse in your most private parts.
What happened this morning?
I called him yesterday and I begged again. I begged for the money because my medical bills have put me out on the street. And he tells me to piss off. So I approached him this morning. And I shot him. I killed him. If this is what he's doing to people, then he don't belong on this earth.
We need you to write down what you told us.
Can't put in how I just wanted to feel beautiful about myself for once in my life. He butchered me.
That should be prominent. So, Daryl, you know what happened upstairs?
Yeah, I got misidentified for something.
You know what DNA testing is?
Part of it.
Your DNA was in that woman you raped this morning, and you just got picked out by a witness. You know what that means?
I didn't do any rape.
It means you're calling no matter what. But since we're decent human beings, we're going to give you an opportunity to show you're the same by giving a statement and keeping that woman from having to testify in court.
I didn't do a rape. All right, step inside, Daryl. This is a special place where we do interviews with people like you. What is this?
We call this the truth room.
Is that blood?
We find people think clearer in here. Are you finding that, Daryl?
Well, what are you going to do to me?
We're going to ask you some questions.
Like we asked the guy before you some questions.
Beat it. You got it.
Oh, hey, what are you going to...
Oh, your mind getting clearer now, Daryl.
Turn!
He's gone.
She lured me into that house.
And then she begged you to beat her and put her face in a puddle?
I got frustrations. I don't know how to deal with them.
So do we.
All right, I did it. I did it. Look where you are. Guard!
Shut up, Daryl.
They get in your room. Give us a minute. We got the guy who did the rape. He gave a statement. And the DNA mix-up was on account of them not doing a comparison on the case with your ex-wife because you bled out. So they just took for granted that the DNA from her rape kit was yours.
I guess that's going around.
None of this would have happened if you hadn't pled guilty back then.
My attorney said, plead.
I'm not here to get you agitated. We straighten out the DNA mix-up and it won't come back again. That's it.
How about an apology?
For what?
I told you 100 times I didn't do it.
So does everyone, Healy.
Threatening me? Threatening to ruin my life? Second time it's happened.
If it was your wife it had happened to, isn't that how you'd want us to go at the guy who did it?
Except I didn't do it.
Which is why we pursued the case instead of just dumping you in the system. Look, I did my job, and I'm not going to apologize for that. But I am sorry you got put through this, and that's all I can say.
Okay. Thanks for pursuing it.
pounds. In the blue corner, wearing blue trunks, weighing in at 189 pounds, Ed, I'll take the overtime anytime, Laughlin. And in the red corner, weighing 175 pounds, soaking wet, representing the detective squad, John the Waffler Clark.
Any of you chumps want action?
$50, that's Clark Florsman, too.
All right,
Hey, you're on.
to the center of the ring.
What'd I miss? Two middleweights from anti-crime who couldn't fight their way out of a wet paper bag and a pair of guys from transit I could take.
You mind if I sit here?
Reserved it for a friend of mine.
Thanks.
Keep it clean, all right? This is low, this is low. No rabbit punches, protect yourselves at all times, all right? Touch gloves, let's roll. You're a dead man.
Just keep bobbing, bobbing and stick. Just get up, kid.
Come on, John, get off the rope. Come on, John.
Keep moving.
Come on, stick him. Dance, baby, dance.
Come on, John.
What's your boy running from, Ortiz?
Century Yap.
Come on, stop the rope, John.
All right, get up, get up.
There you go.
All right. There you go. All right, Junior, mix it up.
All right, Fox. Get in. Oh, Johnny. There you go, Johnny.
Okay. Stand with the trigger.
Hey, that's it. Run it. I want to see you. Back.
Get in there, ref.
Two gloves. Fox.
All right, John, that's it. Get in there, come on. Mix it up.
Back off his tools, Laughlin!
You right, John?
I'm pissed.
You know, you can take more time if you want.
I can't. I gotta beat him straight.
You're supposed to be seeing stars?
Well, you got flatten your nuts like that, yeah, you are.
I don't fight like a thug. You're street fighting. You're a surgeon. You cut them apart.
I don't know what I gotta do.
You gotta take them down, John. Take them down.
Yeah, let's get Burgess medic over here.
Ready? Fox.
Johnny, there you go. Yeah, John.
Get in there, come on. All right, you got him. Now you got
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. Fight over.